Hello everybody, welcome back to the Band Board Variety channel. In today's video we're going to be doing, we're going to be going over some new additions to the collection. It's going to be another one of those videos. Go over some new additions to the coin collection and stuff like that. So if you remember back in the last nickel hunt video, I said I was going to do quarters next. And I was just going to film, I wasn't going to film that. I was just going to do it on my own time and maybe update you with the finds. That's after I did that a few weeks ago. I had some things going on. I couldn't make a video and stuff like that. I wanted to get some more things added to the collection before I made a video just about that. So I'm going to update you with the finds of that quarter hunt. That's going to be number 4 for the quarters that I've hunted total in my career. It's going to be the 4th box. I have everything written down here on this piece of the box of the finds and the additions to the albums. We didn't get any silver or anything major like that, but we did get a few nice things and a lot of additions to the regular albums. So I have that all written down here. I got a couple. I just got back from being up hunting in my uncle's place. I got a couple things out of his change jar, nothing too major that I paid him for. I'm gonna go over those finds that we needed for the albums. And then I got something new for the banknote album, a pretty notable purchase I got for that. So we're going to go over all that. But first, we're going to start with the quarter box hunt. I'm going to read off this pamphlet. We're going to go over the major finds and then the additions to the albums. So let's get into that first. So here we have a couple of the more major finds. We had a 1969 S San Francisco proof. I like to date it and everything for that. So I did that clear back on November 9th. I did the box. That is the reverse. It's a pretty circulated proof. As you can tell, it's not been in the set for quite a while, as you can tell by the surface. It's definitely a proof. You can see the S mint mark on there. So we have that. And then I did find the 1999 Delaware spinning horse error. So we have Caesar Rodney on the horse there. And as you can see, right there, there's a die crack right where the horse's mouth is. This is a common variety with this. It's not something you're going to find all the time. But I'm showing you pictures on the right of more noticeable cracks and what it usually looks like. And as you can tell by looking at that, this is clearly an example of the spinning horse variety. And I have the one that I found in my first quarter box from 3 years ago. I'm showing you on the right that video where I showcased it. And this is an even lesser, more circulated one. That was titled Quarter or Cornwall Hunt number 1011 dime and quarter box. As you can see, there's a crack right there. This one's a little more noticeable. Actually, I didn't mean to say it wasn't more noticeable, because as you can see, the crack goes the whole way through the die to the edge of the coin, to the rim. But I did find the other one in this box. It doesn't go the whole way through the words to the rim like this one does. It goes through the whole way through the words. They can also appear other places, like going I think they can go through the horse and crack or cuds and stuff like other places, but that usually happens right here. So I found another example of that on a 1999 Philadelphia. I think this one's Philadelphia too. So I got 2 of them. I don't think these are worth too much. From my research, they've said anywhere from $3 to $10 in lower conditions to $20 to $25, stuff like that. So just keeping errors. And then we had a 1990 Denver with a really thick rim. This isn't an error. Usually it's just somebody pounding the edge of the coin with a sledgehammer or a mallet or a dead blow or a drift punch, anything, just because they're bored, or just to widen the rim of the coin, either to deceive collectors, like rookie collectors, into thinking it's an error, or to just for something to do, or just make a different looking coin. But as you can see, it expands the edge out and eliminates the reading, kind of. So we're not keeping this, but it's figured I'd show you as a oddity of the hunt. So that's a 1990 Denver, as you can see. So that is that. So we have all that. And now we're going to get into the album-related stuff. So we're starting with the 1965, 1987. Or I don't think I added anything to this. I might have replaced a couple dates here and there, but I don't think I added anything. So yeah. Yeah, there's nothing added in here. So we're going to go to the 1988 to 1998 album, where I also keep my territories, quarters, and the 2021 crossing the Delawares and all that. So I did find the 2009 Denver American Samoa, which we needed for the Denver territory section, right there. Then I found the, yeah, this is just America the Beautiful stuff. So that's it for this. That's all we got added in here. I might have replaced a few dates. I don't remember. I don't really catalog that. So that's for that album. We got the American Samoa from Denver. Now we're moving to the National Park quarters. We got a lot of additions to this. It's filling up even more. So I have each one listed here that we added. There was a few replaced, but as I said, those aren't cataloged. So for Philadelphia, this is going to be in the Philadelphia section here. We have added the 2010 Grand Canyon National Park. Didn't have that. And 2010s are elusive in both sectors, the Philadelphia and Denver, the earlier years for some reason, because of lower mintage probably. And then we have the 2011 Olympic from Washington that somebody gold plated. Just kind of neat. I'd rather have the regular one just for uniformity, but this is the only one I found and I didn't have it. So the 2011 Olympic. 2012 Acadia, we have Acadia National Park there going in. We have 2012 Hawaii Volcanoes here. Then we have 2013 White Mountain. I think, yeah, right here. And then we have, that's it for Philadelphia. So now we're moving to the Denver section. 2010 Mount Hood, which is the last one I needed to complete 2010. We have 2010 Yosemite, so I must have needed that too, so that's my bad. There. 2012 Denali, right here. And we had 2014 Everglades. With 2015 Bombay Hawk. And then we had 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways, as well as the 2019 War in the Pacific. And that's everything for the National Park quarters. Just a few more for Philadelphia there, and a few more from Denver. I would like to have both the 2019 and 2020 West Point Privy marked quarters in here to use as the obverse, because I have Philadelphia obverse, I have a Denver obverse, and I have an elusive San Francisco obverse, but I don't have any of the privies. I cannot, for my life, find any W West Point minted America the Beautiful corners, whereas some other collectors and other locations can. Those are much lower mintage, but we'll just have to keep searching for those. For the women quarters, we got several additions to that as well. I think we had some replacements too. So as you can see here, we have the 2023 Denver Bessie Coleman going in, or went in. And then we had the new 2025 editions. So we had first, I think I found first the Ida B. Wells. These are all the I found the Philadelphia of the Ida B. Wells, and then the Joliet Gordon Low. I found the Philadelphia and the Denver. Examples of that. And then for the, I just found the Philadelphia of the Dr. Vera Rubin. And then it looks like there's still 2 more that I don't have. I've seen them online, what they look like, but I haven't. For some reason, they're real slow coming into circulation. I haven't researched why that is, but that's what we have for that. When I was up hunting, I got a couple things out of my uncle's change jar because I just snag them like that. I just search his change for stuff. Among that, we got the 1776 and 1976 Bicentennial San Francisco. Bicentennial year quarter for 1976. That'll be going in the private collection. I got the Denver Dr. Pally Murray, Reverend Dr. Pally Murray women quarter. As you can see, I don't have the Denver, only the Philadelphia, so that'll be going in here shortly, as well as the 1867 and 1967. I'm guessing a centennial cent, Canadian cent, which I need for the album, as you can see. We do not have that. No 1967 centennial, so that'll be going in. Reverse facing for the design. And that's what we got up hunting. I did take also the 2009 Denver Puerto Rico quarter, but I already had that in my album. I didn't know I had it, so I just threw that back in my own change. In the banknote album, I was a treasure hunt, and I had to purchase because I was out. I wanted to get something for the collection. I bought the 1929 series Federal Reserve banknote from the Cleveland, Ohio Federal Reserve Bank, which is D, series of 1929. Could be in better condition, but it's not too bad. I'd maybe say XF, somewhere like that. I think it was, judging by my value, my research, I think it's worth about what I paid for it, if not a little more, so I think I did too bad with that. So that's that. It has a rich green printing on the back of the older notes. No motto, because it's older. So we have no motto. So I just wanted a new banknote that was older to my collection. So we have that to go along with the $10 one that I have from New York. So other than that, that's what we added to that. Pretty nice addition to that. So we're gonna get wrapped up here. Just making a quick video about my new additions. I like to do that periodically. So we'll get those coins stuffed in the albums and get finished up here. So we have that edition. So here we have the 1967 Centennial Canadian cent going in here. Little over 345 million minted. They chose a rock dove for the reverse as opposed to the maple leaf and this design that they've been using since 1937, and George VI was on it. And then, but the maple leaf's been on the reverse since 1920. So they just changed that just for that year, and then went back in 1968. And then they're still carrying Elizabeth II's tiara portrait that they started in 1966 before it was downsized in 1968, I think. But that is in there. And then we have the Denver Reverend Dr. Powley Murray Women Quarter. Denver's tend to usually be a lot shinier than the Philadelphia's are, I think, because they see less circulation for some reason. Like, I find a lot of nice Denver Maria Tall Chiefs in this box. I think it even replaced the existing one. A lot of nice Denver. Even the Philadelphia is nice, but a lot of nice shiny ones. But anyway, that is about it for what we got here. A lot of nice additions to the non too valuable albums. No silver or anything, but can't complain about what we got. Got a banknote edition, a good banknote edition, and we got some stuff from Change Jar for face value up hunting, so can't complain about that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. That's all I got to show, and we're going to continue with World War II series after this. We're almost at the end. We're moving into Berlin, the Soviets, and then we got a couple Japanese Pacific missions at the end. And then we'll be wrapping up World War II series. So, and then we'll be continuing the Minecraft restaurant build, so we'll be having future updates on that. That's what it's looking like so far. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video.